imagine being in a situation where you drop out of having a prestigious job to just like, have like a podcast, talk on YouTube, have fun like a child, but you're a grown-ass man, right? And it's like surreal because you're both like talking serious things, showing people how to get in shape, you inspire people, but at the same time, people can say that you're just like, wasting time, just doing fucking nothing. Well, anyway, you enter in a situation where you get fans who are like, they become your friends. Like, you don't just get fans that just like watch your videos, you get fans that will like hook you up with a job. And I've been doing some thinking. It's like, yeah, probably like things are going in a way where like I am gonna finish my book and publish it, and probably it's gonna find a way to make like decent money, but like I really wanna try. I really wanna try just fucking cheating, just like experiencing what it's like to fucking cheat, for fuck's sake. Getting the fruits of my labor, And it's funny, I just want to like, I want to flex like an asshole. It's such a weird situation, like it deserves to be talked about. Like, did you ever think about PewDiePie and Asmongold? Okay, millions and millions of fans, and these guys, yeah, they probably have a lot of like hardcore super fans, and it's like, especially Asmongold, a guy who showers less often than me, a guy who's like a complete bum that he had fucking cockroaches crawling around him, a guy famous for talking and playing like World of Warcraft and fucking reacting to everything he can, just, this guy, any fan tomorrow who happens to be a manager, could be even a manager at a bank, can be like, oh, Asmongold, you only want to work at like my company, I climbed the ladder, I became manager, I became director. It's like, I can hook you up with a job, bro. And it's like, tomorrow there's this easy office job where it's like, product manager. And these jobs, they usually go to the roasties who the boss wants to sleep with. He wants the pretty face. These mysterious jobs where you don't really do anything, nobody knows what you do, but you're coming to work, you're eating the cupcakes, you're doing the yoga, bada bing, bada boom, cash money, you're doing fucking nothing. It looks like you're working. And I've seen these jobs. I think. Anyway, what was I talking about? It's like, I get like in the same situation. Like, I have two friends, and both of them live in like way nicer countries, and I'll probably like yeah, I wanna fucking take advantage of them. I mean, who wouldn't? If you live in a country with the worst, the most hateful scum you can imagine in the world, who wouldn't take advantage? And the fact is, I've spent years making philosophy videos talking about why the little cheat codes I've discovered, like how to cheat at work, how to get away with crime, just talking about life and just everyday wisdom. When I was talking how I formed a cult, I wasn't really joking. I mean, it sounds creepy, but there's really nothing really creepy about it. I mean, yeah, me being like a pagan occultist, but like either way, when me and closer friends talk about stuff, it's usually like we just have a lot of fun. It's just like, funny random shit, and it's not like we are talking about super serious stuff like every day. If you come to my Discord, okay, we spend more time just random Rhea Ripley jokes, random whatever is funny at at that day. Okay, if you came to the Discord and you took one look, you will never think like I'm seriously writing about psychology. I'm dealing with like curing mental illnesses and cool shit like that. You would think I'm the biggest creepy loser in the fucking world. Like, what are these losers talking about? You're making jokes about Rhea Ripley and all their shit. It's like, the fact is, even when you are super like into philosophy, psychology, occultism, you just you just need time to vent, and you and your friends end up half the time at least you are just shooting shit and making jokes and venting, and it's like that's hanging out, you know. Your mind needs it to like unload and relax and feel better. You can't just be like machine, just like talk about super serious stuff all the time. That's not how the human mind works. Okay, and so this is like the situation that it's like it's so funny. First of all, when I was a little boy, they had this TV show. I still cannot find it to this day. I still cannot find it. It's a show, it's a Western show, some kind of a romantic comedy TV show. It's about a writer. He's like a chat with the big curly hair. I don't remember how, or maybe he had like medium straight hair. I don't remember, but he was a chat. He was wearing some glasses. He was like a sexy take on being a writer, right? So some chat, and he just hooks up with this beautiful blonde woman, and she's rich. She has a Malibu mansion, and the whole romantic comedy TV show is about him just like living with her, and he doesn't have a job. He's like a writer, and he's just fucking poor as fuck, and she's like paying the bills. She's like, fucking him, and she's staying with him. Everybody wants Chad the writer, right? And of course he's like they hire some pretty boy who kind of has like the stubble, and he with the glass he just looks amazing. It's like what do you call that guy from Limitless, the movie? Just like the perfect Chad that looks like a writer who's been neglecting himself. So that's the situation, and that TV show always stuck with me. I'm like, I don't know what's about it, but it's like, wow, this guy can be just like a writer, and he can have like a mommy GF, He's just living in a mansion now, and he doesn't have to work. He just like, I'm gonna get published as a writer. But with me, it's like I really like writing about philosophy and psychology. I just like to fucking to talk, you know? Look what I got here. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. How do they make these things, bro? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay, so we have a chocolate covered. It's like a little baklava, but it's like chocolate covered. Okay. And yeah, it's good. People are gonna say, Kiril, how are you going to the best shape of your life when you're doing pull-ups, push-ups, you're getting ready to do handstands, you're doing falling push-ups, you fall on your hands without breaking your face, right? And you're eating trash food, chocolate, soda. It's like, not only do I work out, it's like, people don't understand this, but most calisthenics exercises are kind of like a heavy-duty whole body workout. So if you're doing any type of like parkour, even the beginner shit, you do some like pull-ups, you try to swing to do like a muscle up, you do some like dips, falling push-ups, it just like 3 sets, just play a little, you do like 3 sets and you're like, your body is like tired, like it needs to sleep to make some muscle. I remember like slowly my fantasies were about like just being married to a fucking rich fucking super hot woman, and I'm a man child, which is ironic because as a man, like I have no problem just like doing everything myself, like any type of like physical labor, working on the car, fixing things, you know, I can spend like days manually waxing the car, just like fucking scrubbing away. So it's like, I don't have a problem with waging my ass off. I have a problem with waging for schmucks, for people I would rather kill, rob and kill, okay? You put me in the right situation. It's like, you wanna work as a slave for your wife, where it's like sexy, like, yeah, sure. I mean, we live one life on this planet. You wanna fucking wage for some fucking schmuck you wanna kill, or you wanna like kiss your wife's ass and like massage her feet. At least it's like it's your wife, and she actually is like loving you, like taking care of you, like at least, you know. Think about it, just like Jason Walker would say, think about it. Now, the funny thing that I tried to say yesterday, but I ran out of time because I was recording for 15 minutes and I got fucking tired. So the joke was, it's like a funny situation. Rhea Ripley, remember when she got angry, the wrestler, Rhea Ripley, female wrestler, the most famous right now, you know. Like 2 months ago, just when I like was starting to make parodies about her. Can you fucking believe it? Like, she got angry that people were making AI memes of her. They were using AI to make pictures of her. They were making AI of her kissing Triple H. And she got angry. She got angry enough to like bitch on Twitter and call men were like losers who were jealous of successful women. It's like I get what she's saying. Like not that you can get angry, you can shit talk us back, but somehow it always ends up like she always ends up looking like the bad woman. You know, like why is she so uppity? What an uppity bitch. And you know, you end up looking like a Karen. Like she's always complaining, like go get some sex, lady. What the fuck is wrong with you, right? So the situation is, she said, you guys who claim to be fans of women's wrestling do nothing but make jokes that I'm only famous because I slept with my boss. Why don't you go get a job and stop being jealous of successful women? It's like the moment I was telling like my family, and you know, it's like she said, stop being jealous of successful women, and we just burst out laughing. I mean, yeah, she is successful. Like there's nothing wrong with. She is, but it's like women don't really care about. I mean, we want you to be successful, obviously, if you're our wife. But like, I'm not gonna pick a wife because she's successful in some fucking. She's a product manager. It's like who do you know? Sounds cool, but you know, some freak like me might think it's cool, but like nobody like is gonna. I'm gonna date this roaster because she's successful. It's like, are you rich? You know, can you like make me not have to work anymore? You know. Anyway, so she, you know, Rhea is in this situation where she becomes. I mean, she is rich. If she can build a fucking huge ass bunker on her property, if she can build a huge ass bunker on her property, she gotta be rich. I mean, I don't know. So she becomes rich, successful. Yes, I mean she is one of the most famous divas. Like when you talk about female wrestlers, like yeah, like most people are gonna know. Like she's like the one, right? So, and the thing is, she did work for it. She busted her ass, like so. She's one of the women who like legit. I know what you're gonna say. Did she sleep with Triple H to get the main event and become like the famous one? Because technically, you can put the hot girl or the hot god makeup on any girl, and any girl is gonna look hot. So if you know, pick any of the divas and like if you put black lipstick on them and do like the hot mommy femdom character, every girl is gonna like play it and probably be like hot and everything and get famous, right? So well, she is big. She's like bigger than the other girls, kinda, most of them. So she plays the character better because she's like slightly bigger and on steroids. So anyway, the fact is, even if she was letting Triple H hug her and molest her a little, and I gotta tolerate him breathing in my neck and hugging me, right? Let's say she didn't actually have sex with him. He was just like being a creep and she was kind of tolerating his shit. That's still fucking work. And keep in mind that she still has to go out there and like wrestle and get injured to make the money to get famous. So she doesn't get like a product manager Stacy job, the criticism that we can say about her is she gets like to not wrestle every week. Like you look at the other girls like Roxanne, who else? I mean, even Kairi Sane gets to wrestle more than her. So Ontaria gets to wrestle once or twice per month. Okay, so she kind of gets like she gets a little more time to just like show up in a bra, look hot, and do nothing. Say a few words. Okay. So, but anyway, still, you know, she has to like to go out there, and she gets injured and she gets hurt, and her back hurts, and she might need surgery, like you never know, right? And all of that, you know, I mean, she was going to like wrestling practice ever since she was like 16, I think 16. So she was still like 10th grade. Like we were fucking playing Yu-Gi-Oh in 10th grade. She's fucking going to wrestling practice. It's not a woman that just got the job by accident. Like she was just chilling and she said, "Oh, you want to be a wrestler?" She's like, "Yeah." So she is practicing that ever since she's 16. So you end up with a woman who actually, you know, worked to get famous and to get like rich. Now still, she doesn't practice her mic skill. Maybe she does now finally. I mean, she tried, you know. It seemed fun to me. And then you end up with somebody like me who's been, you know, my job as a graphic designer. It's like, yeah, I've also been busting my ass, but, you know, it's like, you're a graphic designer, dude. I mean, they're gonna fry your brain, but... Anyway, so I've been a graphic designer. Keep kind of slightly lying between jobs, like, oh, I'm actually better than I say. Finally, lie my ass into a... First of all, I get to work from home. Somehow that happens, right? Then it's like, lie my ass into a senior graphic designer, which is like, you know, slightly cooler, right? Senior graphic designer. And then it's like, you know what, fuck it. Even before I became a senior graphic designer, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just like gonna be a YouTuber, just do my videos, just be like a writer, sell a book. You know, it's like, and all of us know like how well books are gonna sell without you sleeping with the publisher. You know, how are you gonna be featured and be a bestseller? You know. And then I entered this. It's like you would never believe me if I didn't tell you, but I used to have a fucking BitChute podcast, and it was like a total like red pill, toxic, like, you know, for men stuff. And not that I was shitting on women. It's more that I was shitting on like Bulgarians and just my wife. But it wasn't like we weren't really like talking bad about women. It was more like, if you're the average Stacy, you wouldn't listen to my podcast. And I didn't know how to edit my videos, so I was completely coughing. So my video would be coughing every minute like I was dying. Okay, so in the morning when I wake up, I gotta cough some mucus. It's usually like 3 hours of coughing. Sometimes I go work out downstairs and I keep coughing like I'm dying. I'm coughing like I'm fucking dying, okay? And I wasn't editing my videos. I was just like, I would like stop talking for like 2 minutes or cough just like cough like super loudly all the time. It was like you would never listen to that shit. But still, I resonated with people, and I said so. I gave some really awesome advice. I said some really cool shit, changed people's lives, and I made the friends I have today. Like half of my friends are from the BitChute days, from like 4 years ago. 4 years ago, bro. With YouTube, I make even more friends, and you would never notice it because you don't expect a channel who doesn't have thousands of subscribers um, to have like hardcore fans and people who wanna talk to you every day. And it's like you can have 10 subscribers, you can be like nobody's watching your videos get like 20 views, and you can have tomorrow you can find some rich woman that's like obsessed with you. Okay, it's just like rare. Okay. So, speaking your mind, it gets you like fucking friends, and I mean like friends in high places, bro. And the funny thing is, you get these friends where like realistically they're like now managers, directors. Okay, so this friend can literally like just like, yeah, learn some Swedish for 2 months, get like this like online course so you can kind of know what to do at the job, and like we're gonna get you, instead of hiring Stacy, we're gonna get you, bro. And and that's where we are. And I've also kind of actually done the same thing. Like when I have friends from past workplaces, I will be like, listen, here's like a LinkedIn review, like I'm gonna say we worked and you were like amazing, which is true, you know. And I've written reviews for some friends, okay, for some work colleagues that I work with, and I'm like, if I'm ever at a cool job and you need a job, like I'll fucking talk to the boss. I'll be like, hey, this guy's really good, let's get him. So I'm doing the same thing, okay. It's really fucking hilarious. It really is. I don't know if you would ever understand, but you're born in this Balkan country where people are horrible pieces of shit, and you start the moment you actually start trying to hang with the Westerners, the foreigners, you start making videos and speaking your mind, talking about life, and you just fucking get things working out for you, you know. It's kind of like if Asmongold was hated in his hometown, if everybody thought he was a bum, and then he like makes videos playing World of Warcraft, and he gets like people who would give him like money and just like hook him up with a job, you know. By the way, I do believe that Asmongold is some kind of a recruited agent. He appears to be smarter than he looks. When he makes some videos talking about life, just like some vlogs, like that guy is fucking sharp. He's not just some loser who's like not showering. Like there is something about him, and when he's that famous, when he is pushed in everyone's face, he has to have been recruited by, you know, the CIA or whatever, influence public opinion. Like he has to be, he's in some deep shit, okay. Like tomorrow, if I become famous and my videos are just like shoved in your feet, and like I'm just, everybody's listening to me. I got like millions of fans. There's no way that the FBI or the CIA won't come to me to be like, hey, we want you to say good things about the army. We want you to say that people should join the army. And we're gonna chip you, like, make sure you get a $500 donation every month. Make you look good, kid, The same way I've made jokes about that. I've made jokes that I joined the U.S. Army and I was raped. Sarge raped me. Don't join the U.S. Army, guys. And the funniest thing is, we posted that shit on 4chan. To this day, they have not come up with a single strategy that works. So the whole PsyOps department can't come up with a working comeback to Mike joke that, hey guys, I want to be a soldier, my own people raped me, Sarge raped me. Like, they can't come up with something to try to, they try no, this happens in Russia, you're full of shit, this actually only happens in Russia, you're full of shit. That's what they tried. And the worst part is, this shit, turns out it actually happens. Like, there were 16,000 cases of male-on-male rape in the U.S. Army in 2016 alone. So in 1 year, you had 16,000 cases of rape. And I'm like, seriously? I thought we were just joking. Because we're not at war, we're at peace. America is not like, doing war with Russia and China. They're just like doing some small deployments, but for the most part, you join the army, you might get deployed on a fucking ship, but nothing too much, So you're telling me, in peaceful times with no stress, Americans, a first world, they're so stressed they're raping each other in a white country, in like the first world. I mean, yeah, the army is full of like mestizos and, Ramirez, Shaquanda. And there's plenty of people that said online, like, I used to be a soldier, they fooled the army with fucking Ramirez and Shaquanda. I had to take orders from some dumb Shaquanda, and she was like screaming in my face, and I was like, fuck this shit. And that's how you get demoralized. That's how you become a mercenary. You're like, I'll just do mercenary work. Fuck the army. Fuck serving my country. And the same situation in Bulgaria, like, if I joined the army to like risk my life to die for these people, absolutely not. You're gonna join the army, some boomer is gonna yell at your face. Instead of encouraging you, he's gonna yell at your face, right? Now, I don't know how it is nowadays. I don't know. But like, with Bulgarians, instead of encouraging you, giving you hints and tips, it's like, you go, kiddo, you got this, bro. Bulgarians are like, hey, you can do only 3 falling push-ups. What is wrong with you? It's like, dude, like, I'm, doing shit that I couldn't do 2 years ago. Like, I'm more fit than people on the street. It's like, what? Why can't you just fucking give me some positive reinforcement, you piece of shit? Anyway, you get the hint. You get the hint, okay? So anyway, to get back on topic, I end up in a situation where I'm like Asmongold. I've been dropped my job uh, become a writer, become a YouTuber. I mean, look, writers, it can be cool, it sounds cool, but you know, unless you become like fucking the Harry Potter, you're not gonna become a millionaire. You're not even gonna be able to pay the rent. Okay? You're not probably even gonna make enough money for groceries. Okay? So if people start buying your book, it's gonna be like $300 per month if your book is like getting famous, right? Anyway, so in many ways you can say I'm like Asmongold. Like, you know, if you told any woman, if you told Trey Ripley, like, what do you think about this guy, she's gonna be like, okay, so he's a grown-ass man, he's a YouTuber, and he's a writer, he's unemployed. What a fucking loser. But at the same time, without me, you know, going like injury, I mean, yeah, I do some like exercise where I can injure myself, you know. Where when I hit a concrete brick, I can actually fucking fracture my hand. You never know, you know. Anyway. And I suddenly get these like, you know, long-term friends who are like, you wanna get hooked up with a fucking sweet job. And it turns out it's like, you know, it turns out like, yeah, you're in this situation where, you know, the successful woman is like busting her ass. You're in a situation where it's, I like talking to people on video, and somehow I got friends who like me so much they just want to give me a job at a bank or stuff like that. It's like, I deserve it because I mean, think like I've been busting my ass making like videos every fucking day, okay. And I've said so many cool things that can change people's lives, okay. I have given people advice how to get away with crime. Who in your life has ever given you advice how to get away with crime? Maybe your parents, maybe. Okay, say you kind of killed somebody by accident. How do we help you maybe avoid going to jail for 20 years? You know, what if you were smart about it? You end up killing someone and it's like, oh shit, Vampire Kiril told me this advice. Now I don't have to go to jail for 20 years. I got away with it. I'm just like, you know, pass. Free Vampire Kiril pass. So, I do deserve it, but it's just such a weird situation where you know, the woman is successful, works her ass, and she deserves it. And I'm just, I get to like, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's like, PewDiePie, how come he gets to be a fucking millionaire living in Japan, making videos where he acts like a child playing fucking video games, you know? And the weirdest situation is, I don't know, I mean, Ontiria kind of has a mouth on her. She likes to speak her mind, but like most women, they will be like, "What are you gonna say about PewDiePie?" She's gonna be like, "Oh, he's great. I love him." It's like, aren't you gonna call him a loser for his whole life? He's just like playing video games, you know. But if you ask her about me, she's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy is like the biggest loser. He should be euthanized," you know. So, in a way, when you get famous enough that you can like flex with I have this many people listening to me, I have the money, the subscribers, people can't even say shit about you. You're just like, here's proof that I'm successful. I don't care about your opinion, right? So what it's funny how it works at all my jobs, all my life. It turns out I was always focusing on just like having a good time, making friends, and like just giving them advice and just being a cool guy. And slowly it fucking pays out. Like it really does. Like the weirdest thing is when you make YouTube videos and you're like, hey, how come I'm not making donations like the other guys? It's like, first of all, the other guys, like, you need to have like 3,000 subscribers to even get like a few guys have money to buy your t-shirt. Okay, you're not making content for the whales, for the children who are gonna steal their parents' credit card. And a lot of people are struggling, okay? And people might buy your t-shirt once to remember, like, I'm such a fan of Nikki Blackheart, I still haven't bought her t-shirt, you know? So I'm gonna do it next month, you know? I keep forgetting. So like 11:24. Like what I'm saying is, even with these shitty assholes in Bulgaria, I was still making friends who they already did me favors when I was working with them. So they already paid off. Just like I wasn't even doing it like strategically. I enjoy just having somebody to check on and say hi and just be like a friendly sunshine guy, you know. And when I do the math, it's like, oh shit, some of these people have already done me favors, and now like we are no longer working together, and they can still help me out. Like they still help me out. And it turns out like you know, the more I just focused on it's like you like to show off, like you like to do show and tell, and you like to tell people, you know, how you do things, and it's like everybody's so thankful. And you end up in this situation where technically I'm still like have more body fat than like Jason Blaha, and nobody ever would like spend time to like really like make fun of me, to like make something ugly, like really insult me. Like people, I had to beg two people to like make a parody of me, and I was like, come on dude, like Mimi, I'm not gonna get angry. Okay, and there's like two parodies of me, one being like a Transylvanian vampire, like a tranny with AI, and the other parody, oh yeah, Milo Warat, and he did it to own me, but it still like came out like it's, you know, we just laugh about it, you know. And Milo is He's a cool kid. He's like a chat. You know, I said some criticisms, but they kind of weren't really like that true. You know. What else? I mean that's kind of it. Isn't it a weird situation? Like, and if you ask me, if you're ever in a situation where you can just like support a richer woman, but like, you know, it's like a weird situation where you kind of help out more with the, you know, let me help cooking, let me do this and that, and you also have a way to make money. Like, if you have a good woman, if you have a good woman, she would never even try to be a bitch about, oh, I make more money than you. And it's like I would try to make money so I can, like, you know, be able to help her out more, you know, because it's my wife. So I would like become a thief, you know, do some crazy shit. Like, I don't have to work. Well, maybe I'll go at night and I'll rob a mansion. Maybe I'll kill some people, you know. And not that I need to, but because, like, no, I'm bored out of my mind. I want to be like a cool thief. I saw a movie. I'm like, you know what? I want to do it. And it's like, not that we need to, but like, let me buy my wife a necklace, or let me steal my wife a necklace. But you have to find a great woman. Okay, that's the hard part. And that's the funny thing, is it, would you rather slave away for some fucking shlomo, or would you rather be femdomed by your wife, but she actually, you know, it's like, if you meet a great woman, she's not going to be an asshole to you, right? So it's like, you know, the jokes on TV I made with Buddy Matthews. It's like, I'm the only one who brings the money in this household. And then, you know, before that, Gabriel was like, hey, I don't smell anything, what's for dinner? You know, they're like busting her balls, and she's like getting passive aggressive. It's like that. These types of things wouldn't happen if you actually love each other. Okay? And what I'm saying is, if you're ever in such a situation, fucking live it, bro. Fucking live it, okay? Fucking live it. And the best thing I want to say, my father, who I love so much, he is the best father in the world. He is the best father in the world. He always said, like, when I was younger, when I was like in my early 20s, and I was like unemployed, hard to get a job, and my uncles were always like, well, just get any job, like get a construction job, get a shitty job. And my father was like, no, wait, we're not like poor, we you know, my dad, he's like, wait and get the job you want, you know, wait for something good, like, you don't have to fucking labor for assholes. And it's like, yeah, eventually I get the fucking graphic designer working from home, like, you wouldn't believe that shit. 10 years ago, you wouldn't fucking, we were dreaming about it, that you would get a job where you can work from home. Are you fucking kidding me? And then we get this, like, the years of the streamers, where you can be a streamer now. You're just like playing video games. People watching, like, donate money to you, and you're just fucking making more money than a regular job, especially if you're a girl. It's amazing, like it really is. And I would say if you're in such a situation, fucking do it. But also, like, try to find ways to make money, even if you don't have to work, sell paintings, write books, rob houses. Joking, we're just joking here. I have a lockpicking kit, okay? What else? Should I try to rob Ripley? Should I try to, like, dress like a ninja, come through the window? She's, like, sleeping. There's, like, a diamond necklace on her neck. I'm just trying to, like, and she's like, Tim Tams. Cold one. I want a cold one. Tim Tams. And I just try to get the necklace. She fucking wakes up, looks at me for like 2 seconds, trying to simulate like that there's like a, there's a kiddo grabbing a necklace from your neck while you're. She's like, ah! I'm gonna kill you. Video over. Have a great day.